Welcome again today, everybody, to this session, and we are looking at breaking down the spirit of self-doubt or the lifestyle of self-doubt, and it is coming from day 27 of the book, 35 Days of Redefining You for Success. And the key points in day 27 morning says, if you are going to work towards success, and I want us to understand this, success is a journey. Success is a journey. Every single day that you have is an opportunity for you to work toward your success. You don't wake up and you become successful. You work to your success. It's a journey. And this journey, you're going to see challenges, difficulties, small successes, tasks and goals and all of that. It is part of your journey. So if you're going to work towards success, you will often have to do so while facing doubt from within and, of course, opposition from others. Let me tell you guys something. There is no successful person on the surface of the earth that has not faced self-doubt and has not gone through opposition or has not been criticized by other people. Nobody. And one thing about self-doubt is, as you keep on rising in levels, as you keep on growing success after success, levels after levels, each new level, you will always have this small self-doubt. I am saying so because I always go through. Anytime there's a new, bigger opportunity you have never done before, self-doubt will crop in. You cannot do this. You are not skillful enough to do this. And that is why understanding how to overcome self-doubt is very important, because you will always need this technique. You will always need this framework or this protocol to overcome self-doubt in your life, because it will always arise when you have gone a step further in your journey. It will always arise when you have grown a step further in your journey. And it is naturally human for you to become your worst critic sometimes. That internal voice that tells you are not good enough sometimes, or that internal voice that tells you, oh, this new opportunity, you don't have what it takes to take advantage of it. No, it is because you are a human and you have emotions. But the good news is we are in charge of the thoughts that gives us self-doubt. We are in charge. We are in charge. So we will breaking down detailing a framework, a process that you can go through to overcome any form of self-doubt in your life, in your career, and in your business. Why is this important? Self-doubt has powerful impediments to your success. It is difficult for you to consistently succeed when you have self-doubt hovering over you and you are not addressing the self-doubt. You can only rise when you address self-doubt. If you are doubting yourself, you need to address that self-doubt before you can rise. And doubt is one of the many emotions that run through our minds as human beings. As a professional, as an entrepreneur, as an individual, as a student, whatever you do, you will always have these emotions of self-doubt running through your mind. And learning how to manage this negative emotion, learning how to challenge this negative emotion is the key to overcoming it. What does that mean? It therefore means, which is good news, that every form of self-doubt is within your capacity to manage it and to challenge it. That's the good news. Every self-doubt, you can challenge it and you can manage it. And it is a must for you to grow your capacity to manage and challenge any form of self-doubt. Yes. Maybe you are listening to me right now and you are going through some form of self-doubt. There are certain goals and certain dreams that you desire to achieve. But there is this little voice inside of you that keeps telling you, you are not good enough, you cannot do it, or keep speaking to you negatively, how it is not possible for you to do it. I want you to hear me and hear me very well. You have the capacity to manage that negative emotions and to challenge it to achieve your dreams. It's within you. You just need to rise up to that capacity and begin to challenge that negative emotions. Yes, it's a negative emotion. Honoré de Balzac once said that when you doubt your power, you give power to your doubt. When you doubt your power, you give power to your doubt. I want you to rephrase that and personalize that in the chat box, right? When I doubt my power, I give power to my doubts. When I doubt my power, I give power to my doubts. Yes. Anytime you doubt your power, anytime you doubt your capacity, anytime you doubt your ability, anytime you doubt yourself, you give power to your doubt. Stop doubting what you can do. Stop doubting your ability. Stop doubting your capacity. Stop doubting your destiny. Stop doubting your ability to achieve that which is in your heart. When you do that, you are enhancing your doubts. And immediately you enhance your doubt, you are killing your destiny. You are killing your destiny. So in simple terms, self-doubt can be that persuasive voice. Yes, because it can sound so persuasive and so subtle and even sometimes so romantic, right? Can sound so persuasive. It's that persuasive voice that holds you back from performing your best. Anytime there is a voice, anytime there is a thought inside of you that holds you back from performing your best, that is self-doubt. Another thing is self-doubt can make you to second guess yourself before you even start doing something. I have been through many times. There are many times I have second guessed myself. You see an opportunity, instead of running immediately to take advantage of it, you hesitate and you begin to second guess yourself. Can I do it? Can I do it? Can I do it? That's self-doubt. And if you don't challenge that thought, it can control you not to perform at all. Self-doubt can hold you back from the things you know you can be good at. Self-doubt can hold you back from the things that can change your life, change your career, and change your business. So when you notice that you have this tendency of doubting your competence, you have this tendency of doubting your worth, you have this tendency of doubting your personal value, know that self-doubt is in play in your life. Very important. Anytime you are doubting your competence, you are doubting your worth, you are doubting your personal value, serious self-doubt is in play, and you need to wake up immediately. You need to stand up immediately. For you to win next year, as we are doing this coaching and retreat to prepare for next year, you need to be careful. Do not allow self-doubt to steal next year from you. Do not give self-doubt the permission to steal your goals from you next year. Do not. because it can. It can. Immediately you doubt your competence, you cannot perform. Immediately you doubt your worth, you cannot face your life. Immediately you doubt your personal value, you cannot rise to the top. And that is how self-doubt will steal your goals and your dreams. Where do self-doubt come from? Where did you pick out your self-doubt? Number one, negative childhood experiences. Yes. There are certain experiences that when you have or you had when you are growing up, they can now contribute to build up your self-doubt even when you're an adult. Number two could be constant criticisms. Maybe your family members, your friends, your teachers in school, they constantly criticize you when you are growing up or even at the moment. It begins to feed your self-doubt. Number three could be bullying. They used to bully you in school, or your siblings used to bully you here and there. It can feed self-doubt. Or maybe you were once humiliated in public. It can feed self-doubt. Maybe you are humiliated in front of your classmates. You are humiliated in your community. You are humiliated anywhere in front of people. It can feed your self-doubt. And if you don't address it, you don't address it over time, that self-doubt will be inside like a sleeping giant. Anytime there is an opportunity, boom, the self-doubt will arise and begin to tell you, you are not good enough. You are not worth it. You are not competent enough. You are not valuable. So when these kind of experiences happen around you in your childhood or during your school days or even at your workplace or even right now, it now feeds that negative giant in you, which is called self-doubt, which now begins to act like a barrier to your rising to the top, begins to act like the barrier to your personal value and greatness. Anybody here, have you ever experienced self-doubt? Have you ever experienced self-doubt? Indicates. Maybe somebody is going through self-doubt right now. There's something you have been thinking of doing and you have been doubting yourself. You have been doubting your competence, doubting your worth, doubting your personal value, doubting your ability, doubting even your looks, doubting who you are as a person. Yeah. Let's look at some signs that you have self-doubt. Signs that you have self-doubt. I mentioned them randomly already, but let me list some. Signs that you have self-doubt. Signs you have self-doubt. Number one, you always feel worthless. Yes, you don't feel that you're worthy enough. You're even in a relationship. You don't feel that maybe as a lady, you don't feel that you're worthy enough to be the girlfriend of that man or the wife of that man, right? Or maybe even as a man, you don't feel worthy enough to be the man in the life of that lady. Maybe you use material stuff, you think that she's too beautiful for you, she has more money than you, and all of that. You must start feeling worthless. You have self-doubt. It's not the lady, you are the problem. It's not the man, you are the problem. You are the problem. Even in the workplace, you start feeling worthless. You start concluding on certain things. So just look at the workplace, you feel worthless. You feel that because everybody has a master's degree, you have only advanced level of first degree, you start feeling worthless. You are the cause, not the organization, not the people. You are the problem. So you need to start addressing that immediately. Even if the people are looking at you worthless, you need to make sure that you feel worthy of yourself and you are the one giving them the permission to see that you are worthless, first of all. Number two, you have this loud inner critic. There's this loud, like you criticize yourself, this loud inner critic. There's this loud voice that always criticizes you. You criticize your body, you criticize how you talk, you criticize how you walk, you criticize everything about yourself. It's not the things in your life. It is the self-doubt that you have been feeding that is now fighting you. It's not your body language. It's not your body structure. It's not whatever you're criticizing. It is the self-doubt that is having power over you. There is no human being on earth that has it all figured out. Every human being on earth has weaknesses. Everybody. The difference is some people have so grown and they have overcome their self-doubt and they believe that they are super worthy, no matter the weaknesses they're going through. The next sign that you have self-doubt is you are very self-critical. You are too critical about yourself. Too critical. Dangerously critical. Negatively critical. You look at yourself, you just criticize everything about yourself. Now, so my own divide your day. These are my own things are always are like this. You just negatively critical. Next is need for constant approval. Yes. You want constant approval. If somebody does not approve you, you don't feel worthy. Like, for example, some of you, let's say if you are the one doing this presentation right now, after you are done from the presentation, you start texting everybody, how was my presentation? Did you like it? How was I talking? How was my English? Did I make mistakes? Just self-doubt. If you do that here, that's self-doubt. You want everybody to approve everything that you did. How about? Or let's say you're in church. They give you a chance to teach by the Bible studies. Immediately after you teach, you can start asking, how was it? What do you think? Start asking everybody. You feel that you're getting feedback. No, that's negative. There's a better way to get feedback than that. You can pick one or two people and just ask, where do I need to correct myself? You can just talk to the pastor. Drum over everybody. What do you think? Oh, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Constant seeking of approval. Forget, it's not feedback, it's self-doubt. You are trying to feed your ego and feed that thing inside of you. If you really want to get approval, there are particular people who you can go to only, and they can advise you and coach you and all of that. And so there's some mature people when you like something like me, when you do something for the first time and come, I never give you feedback. I just say, wow, well done, well done. I like to give feedback like after the third time. And the good news is after the time, you say you have even grown, you even learned things about yourself. So if you are here like that, when you do one small thing, you move around the whole class, the whole church, the whole family, the whole people, be disturbing people's peace for nothing. How did I do? How did I do? Oh, did that? That is self-doubt. That's self-doubt. Go and repent. Next is linked to the previous one. People-pleasing tendencies. You want to please everybody. You want to make sure everybody is satisfied and feel happy that you did well. That is self-doubt. People, you are too conscious of pleasing everybody. People-pleasing tendencies. If everybody, like some people here, you do something so nice, and then one human being just come and comment, you just go and feel downtrodden that what you did was not good at all because one human being commented negatively. You just go and feel so bad about yourself. That's self-doubt. You pay attention to what somebody said wrong because you could not please one person. You now feel that you are so terrible at what you did. That's self-doubt. You want to please, you did something in front of 100 people, you want all the 100 people to be pleased with you. How bad? It's not the people, though, it's you. You have self-doubt. Next, feeling insecure at work or in relationships. Yes, you feel so insecure in relationships or at work. Always this insecurity here and there, self-doubt. And then lastly, stage fright. Yes, there are some of you now, maybe you can call it Zoom fright or stage fright. If they put you in front of people, you are finished. You'll be talking, you will not look at somebody's face. Some people you cannot talk in front of more than 10 people. Stage fright is a product of self-doubt. So these are just some signs. Where do you find yourself? Indicate, write in the chat box, out of these signs or some other ones that are coming to mind, which one resonates with you? Which one resonates with you? Tell me, let me see. Which one resonates with you that you think you need to start addressing immediately? Which one resonates with you? Let's go. I want to see. Tell me. Stage fright, people pleasing, too critical about self. Yes. Let's go. Stage fright is coming again. Yes. Loud inner critic. Okay, now, good. Let's proceed now and look at some quick steps, some quick things that you can do to address, to challenge self-doubt in your life. Okay, what can you do to challenge that negative emotions? As we said, self-doubt is a negative emotions, and negative emotions must be challenged. You must stop them. You must reign over them. You have authority over them, and you need to take actions immediately so that you can address them immediately. Number one, which is very important, the foundation of it all. Number one, find validation within yourself. Yes, find validation within yourself. If you don't validate yourself, others cannot even validate you. Validation within yourself. Let me say to the ladies, the guys know this. Let me say to the ladies, do you know that a guy can choose to date and marry a lady who knows her worth, sound confident, and knows her stuff over beauty? Do we know that guys will do that? Like, see, a lady who can validate herself and knows who she is beyond. See, it's beyond. Is like you are Beyonce times two. Even if Beyonce is where she is because she knows who she is. She knows her capability. There is nothing as gorgeous, as beautiful, like a lady who validates her own self and is queening in her own style. What the hell you're saying is the problem? And it's even same for ladies. One thing that ladies like is ladies like decisive men. Men that know that, hey, I am the man, and like not the man in a violent way, right? I mean, you get what I'm trying. A man who is decisive, who can stand, who can make firm decisions, stand for you, protect you, do things, but is firm, but yet at the same point, a man who knows her worth. Ladies like that. And you know where all these things stem from? Inner validation. Find validation from within. Understand who you are as an individual. Improve your relationship with yourself. Validate yourself first. Validate yourself first. Validate how beautiful you are. Validate how handsome you are. Validate how intelligent you are. Validate every good thing about yourself. Validate it. Until you find validation within, self-doubt will keep eating you for breakfast and controlling you. After today, go and list out the things that you're good at. Go and list out the things that you admire about yourself. And don't list these things out having the picture of another human being in mind. That's not validation. That's not. Never look at yourself to bring out the best in you by picturing, like, let's say a girl is looking at, let me see, I want to validate who I am as a girl. And then there's a girl that you always feel that she's better in everything. As they're doing that, they're picturing better and comparing with her. No, that is comparison. That's not validation. Validation is a story between you and yourself. It's a time of establishing a strong relationship between you and thyself. This is one of the best things that can happen to you. You know yourself better. Okay, number one, find validation within yourself. Number two, which sounds like a cliche or popular stuff, but till Jesus will come, it will remain one of the most important things that you can do to overcome self-doubt, which is positive self-talk. Yes, positive self-talk. The kind of dialogue you have within yourself is very important. The kind of daily dialogue within yourself. If you keep having negative self-talk or defeated self-talk, it will fuel the self-doubt and destroy you. Take time to remind yourself that you are worthy. Anytime you have a discussion, like I always tell you guys, you don't conquer thought with thought. And let me tell you, self-doubt thrives on thoughts. Anytime you have self-doubt, it is your thoughts. And you don't conquer thought with thoughts. You conquer thought with words, with positive self-talk. Anytime that self-doubt thought is coming, speak against it. Contradict it. Contradict it with a positive self-talk. Don't allow it to, this one thing that has helped me so well. I think this is one of the highest things I use to overcome any self-doubt that appears at any point. As I said, it will always appear. That slight thought that you are not worthy enough for this opportunity. Like, even as I'm talking to you, there are times that anytime an opportunity appears, I still have self-doubt. I still have that self-doubt. But immediately it shows its ugly head, I activate the positive self-talk. I speak against it. I contradict that doubt. I speak against it sternly, seriously. As a Christian, I have scriptures and that's one thing I don't joke with. I have scriptures that I use always to validate my authority, my dominion, who I am in God, and all of that. Number three, remember your achievements. Yes, this is a very powerful way to overcome self-doubt. Anytime self-doubt shows up, anytime self-doubt shows up, remember the things you have achieved in the past. And you begin to speak them. Oh, I did this in the past successfully. So this thing, there's nothing. Let's say you're about to face an exam and there are negative self-doubt. Begin to remember the previous examinations that you successfully passed and perform well. Use that to fuel a new positive energy. The next technique you can use is daily affirmations. Yes, daily affirmations are, you have particular daily statements that you consistently speak to yourself. And you are consistent with this because you want to address a particular doubt in your life. So there's a particular statement, a couple of statements that you have crafted and you use them, or you have heard from somebody and you use them and you say them every day. You are saying them consistently on a daily basis so that you want to rewire your internal system. You want to edit some things in your system and install a different kind of system or mindset. That was where my name, Mr. Remarkable, came from. I used to tell myself, I am rare, I am remarkable. I am rare, I am remarkable. I used to say that a lot. I am the best there is. I am the best there will ever be. These are examples of my daily affirmations. And as I kept on saying that, because words are spirit and they are life. I have Bible scriptures that I also say them. And as you say them consistently, you now re-edit your thinking pattern. You re-edit your belief system. You now become you are so full of faith. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. For me to believe in failure now, I think I would need like 5 years for you to re-edit my system to tell me that I will fail in life. I don't believe that I can fail in life. Never. I don't believe so. I can never. I don't have that. There's nothing that I can fail in life. There's nothing. Because over the years, I have rewired my system to believe only in success and lifting and rising and continuous forward success. So for me to believe in failure now, you will need to give it like 5 years to re-edit the success mind. I have imagined somebody who has read over 500 books in success and strategy and all of that. I listen thousands of stuff. I have read articles. I have written articles on success. I've written more than 5,000 articles on success. I have more than 15 books written on success and productivity and strategy and peak performance. I believe only in success, peak performance, high productivity, rising to the top, making it. That's what my mind, my body, everything knows. So even when self-doubt is rising, it's just because I'm human. I cannot be that perfect. But just the information and the kind of system I have, it will chop the self-doubt immediately and kill it. Daily affirmations. So if you notice that you have self-doubt, let's say, for example, let me go, relationships are always more practical. Let's say, for example, let's say you're a wife right now, and you have started having this self-doubt of feeling worthless as far as your husband is concerned. And every day, you know, so you're always thinking about it every day. The best way to overcome this is to write down daily affirmations and read them to yourself every day. Read them, speak them to yourself on a daily basis. That's why you are editing. In the first few days, it may not be, you may not feel as if something is changing. No, keep on doing it. Keep on doing it. It's going to take a couple of days. And as you start doing that, you start seeing how your character is changing, your attitude, your lifestyle, even your actions. You will even start doing things that will make you feel or will start building your worth. There's a lady I was working with. The husband started calling her fat and unattractive. And she actually allowed herself to be careless. She's grown fat, she's no longer sexy. Men, see, that's the fact. Men, as I always say, men are moved by what they see. So if you want your husband to be attractive, make sure that you're looking good. This is simple. And of course, a good husband knows that one thing I have in my, this is funny, but it's true. Like it's written down somewhere. I'm serious. I have made up my mind to give my wife monthly allowance for dressing. Right? As I told you guys one time now, I have things I've written down, the things I want to be as a husband. Right? Part of the things is my wife will on a Monday allowance, whether she's working or not, Monday allowance for me to look good. First of all, as my personality, you have to look good. You have to be classy at all times. It's not a matter of if, when, or the, you have to be standard. There's not given about that one. Right? So I need to also do my job. I also do my part so I contribute to the standard I want, basically, right? So I was talking to this lady, and she was so. I started telling her, okay, we started from daily affirmations and all of that. Then in the long run now, she was the one now that started doing sports. She started doing physical activity, started changing how she looks at all of that, because now the daily affirmation started changing her mindset, started changing how she looks at life, how she looks at herself. So she had now to make sure that the physical personality, because when you are doing daily affirmations, it changed the inner person, the inner man, the inner personality. Now, she was now forced now to start changing her physical looks to fit the internal personality that she's building. And boom, she was back to being attractive. There's another lady I worked with. Her husband wanted her to sound to speak well, to sound well, kind of. Okay, good. Go back to school, take English classes, and all of that. And she's good to go. Right? Good. Next is be mindful of your language. Be mindful of your language. Now, this is very important. Practice using positive words. Practice improving how you speak. Now, if for those who have been around me a lot, you know that I use the word awesome, remarkable, great a lot. Who have noticed that? I think those who speak to me often, like my mentees, they know that I use the word awesome, great, remarkable, amazing. Who have noticed that? Do you know that I built that over time? Yes. I intentionally invested in using powerful words. Yes, they call it powerful words. There are some words that you hardly see me. Like, I don't think anybody ever noticed me send a message to you and you say, try this, let's see, or use the word try, or let's manage, or all of that. You hardly hear that from me. You understand? So you can change your language, upgrade your vocabulary. How you speak, the kind of language you speak also contributes to overcome your self-doubt. So start using powerful words. Go to the dictionary. Look at the synonyms for amazing, great, remarkable, super awesome. Look at all of this. There's even a young lady that calls me Mr. Super Awesome, because I used to use super awesome a lot. Right? So start using power. Stop just using average words like every other person. Upgrade your vocabulary. Upgrade how you sound. Sound intelligent and be intelligent. Sound amazing. Sound excellent. As you keep on doing that, that's how you're re-engineering your internal belief system, and there's no way that self-doubt can win in your life. Okay? Next point, don't compare yourself, please. You have your destiny, you have your purpose, you were created for a particular reason, you were created different, you are wired different. Stop comparing yourself with other people. Invest and build your own uniqueness. Why not start thinking that how good can you become? Let others also look at you and envy you and want to be like you. Exactly. Stop comparing yourself with other people. Invest to become better. Invest to become great. Invest to become remarkable. Stop comparing and start investing. Write that in the chat box. Right? Stop comparing and start investing. You can look at somebody and learn, but don't look at somebody and compare with yourself and start feeling sad for yourself. Start feeling funny about yourself because this person looks like this and you don't have this. You start feeling sad, and some people even go to depression. Haba. Stop comparing and start investing in yourself. Celebrate others for who they are. Invest in yourself, and others also celebrate for who you have become. Stop comparing and start investing in yourself. Okay. Second to the last step or strategy that you can use to, not second to the last, I still have some ideas. So the next one is find activities that provide a sense of accomplishment. Find activities that provide a sense of accomplishment. Yes, do things that provide a sense of accomplishment. Do things that provide a sense of accomplishment, right? So for example, if you know that there are things that you like to do, and when you do them well, you feel accomplished, do those things often, do them a lot. Those things also contribute to build your self-doubt. Like for example, if you are some people, if you are somebody that there's somebody you respect a lot, and you feel that when you do things well, and that when that person compliments you, you feel accomplished. Fine, do it. Let's say like your boss, or let's say your dad, or let's say all of that. I'm not saying you can focus on when they compliment you, you are happy. Forget about maybe that when they criticize you. Focus on you building yourself that and finishing that. Oh, great work. That's amazing. Excellent. I like the way you lead. I like the way you're getting things done. You can make sure they can start doing more of those activities so that you feel when they tell you that, when they tell you well done, all of that, it's not about what they said. It's about how accomplished that you feel when they tell you that. You can do that more often. Or let's say anytime you read a book and you complete that book, you feel accomplished. Okay, read more books and complete them. That sense of accomplishment builds your self-doubt. Okay, the next point, practice gratitude. Yes, practicing gratitude is amazing. Be grateful of how far you've come. Be grateful of how tall you are. Be grateful of how short you are. Be grateful of how chubby you are. Be grateful of who you are, first of all. Be grateful of how you talk. Love your voice. Be grateful that you have a voice to talk. Some people don't have a voice to talk. Be grateful of your skin color. Enjoy all you have. The first step to enjoying your life is to accept who you are. Stop fighting it. Accept it and make it look stylish. Make it look beautiful. Make it look sexy. Turn the things that maybe others try to make you laugh at and make it look beautiful, make it look sexy, make it look stylish. Maybe just how you grow, how you become, how you speak, everything just makes everything about you looks nice and excellent. Practice, be grateful of how far you have come in your career, in your business. Be grateful of where you work right now. Be grateful of the friends, the colleagues where you are. It contributes to build your self-doubt. Okay, next, identify personal opportunities for growth. Yes, identify the areas where you have self-doubt as areas where you need to grow. For example, if you have stage fright right now, it means you need to train yourself to speak in public. Anywhere you find yourself with other people, try to contribute. Try to raise up your hand to speak. Don't sit behind the fence. Don't hide behind. No, you will never overcome that self-doubt. So anywhere you have self-doubt, those are opportunities where you need to grow. This is one thing I enjoy doing for my team. There are things that I give my teams to do. Not one of them is that I want them to grow in certain areas. Like one time we did was, I will keep on doing that. We give everybody in the team a topic to teach the other staff members. I'll be in the staff meeting and they'll also sit and teach me and teach everybody. Apart from them sharing what they know, it's also a platform for them to grow and become better and overcome certain self-doubt. I will keep on doing that because those are opportunities where people can grow. Sometimes I'll be talking to a staff or they'll make a comment. I'm that kind of person. I listen beyond what you're saying. I listen and analyze. Okay, if she sounds like this or he sounds like this, then she's afraid of this or he's afraid of this. I have the spirit of discernment. I can hear things and I've not heard, but I know what I've heard, and I may have a plan for it. Right? Those are opportunities for growth, to challenge people to become better. Right? Next is leave environment and people that trigger self-doubt. Leave environment and people that trigger self-doubt. Yes, If you're in an environment that triggers self-doubt, you need to start moving away. Avoid those environments. If you're in a school and your friends laugh at you a lot, stop hanging around them. Reduce proximity to those people. Same for maybe colleagues. Reduce. Especially people who have not grown emotionally to have the stamina to also withstand and challenge them and communicate their self-worth. Until you have reached that level, move away. Move away. You can even change your quarter where you live and go to a better quarter. If you live in a community where you feel that this community is just poor people live in that community, go to a better community. It contributes to your self-doubt. Contribute to your self-doubt. Very important, right? And then lastly, know who you are in God. Know who you are in God. Know who you are in God. Yes, God created you to be fruitful, to dominate. You are a chosen generation. You are a victor. You are the first. You are not the last. He created you and embedded into you only greatness. God embedded into you only amazing things. You need to tap into that. Know who you are in God. Know who he created you to be. Tap into that and begin to think, speak, and operate from that dimension. And of course, avoid negative habits. Avoid the wrong stuff. Let me tell you something. You cannot live a life where, let's say, you silently steal, you silently drink alcohol and get drunk, you silently smoke cigarette, you silently gossip and backstab people. See, it's difficult for you to ever overcome self-doubt and low self-confidence when you practice the wrong lifestyle. It is anytime those things that you do reduce your worth. People who do that, you know. And when you sit alone, you will notice that, oh, I am not that valuable. I'm not that worthy. I am just this person in public. In private, I am not that worthy because of the wrong habits and the wrong lifestyle that you live. So you also need to start cutting off from those things. Stop backbiting, stop gossiping, stop drinking alcohol and getting drunk. Stop stealing, office stuff, stop doing things that you know that are not ethical. Those things are fueling your spirit with the wrong stuff. They are tarnishing your soul. They are tarnishing your spirit. And it affects the quality of your thinking. It affects your worth. It affects your true self. You would never reach the echelon of great people because your belief system is corrupt. Your internal most valuable things, your spirit and your soul and your mind, they are corrupt. So you can never operate from that higher dimension of greatness. You will always be limited. So you need to overcome that. Then you tap into your greatness and use it to build a very beautiful life for yourself, beautiful career, and of course, good life for yourself and your family. So these are some of the ways, these are some of the things that you can employ to actually achieve, overcome self-doubt and become somebody who is full of value, worth, competence, greatness, and a beautiful future. I believe that after today, nobody will be battling with self-doubt. And you don't overcome self-doubt overnight. You need to pick some of these things and start practicing them every day. It's a consistent battle until you have subdued that thought, that emotion of self-doubt, until you have totally subdued, and anything, the only thing you think about is confidence and greatness and success and possibilities and high performance. So it's a daily battle. It's a daily battle, and you will overcome it.